YCN, your local view on WVBK-CA, serving Manchester, Londonderry, Vermont, and South Charlestown, New Hampshire, and WVBQ-LP, serving Charlestown, New Hampshire, and Rockingham, Vermont.
Coming up tonight on YCN, a Claremont man went to the hospital after a hit-and-run accident in Ascutney. Police are searching for the location of a man who forcibly removed the electronic bracelet used to track his whereabouts. And Father Rainey Butler will brighten up the show and tell us all about the famous La Salette Shrine Christmas light display. With more news and weather, stay tuned. It's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth Lake Sunapee region. News, sports, weather, public affairs, and all that is happening in our area. The YCN News Hour, your local view.
Hi, I'm David Carmichael. A Claremont, New Hampshire man went to the hospital with neck injuries after a car crash in Ascutney on Wednesday. Police say Stephen Edmond was driving his 2006 Caravan approaching the traffic light at the intersection of Route 5 and Route 12 when a black pickup truck struck Edmond's vehicle entering the roadway from the Gulf Service Station. The driver of the truck pulled alongside Edmond and told him he would pull in a nearby business to exchange information, but the driver never showed up. Anyone who witnessed the car crash or has information about the driver of the pickup truck should contact the Vermont State Police Rockingham Barracks at 802-875-2112. The city of Claremont appeared to take the first day of the boil water order in stride yesterday. The city was put under a boil water order after E. coli bacteria was detected in a sample of public water supply on Tuesday. In order to lift the boil water order, 2 clean samples must be taken from the same location of the bad test. A sample was taken Wednesday and yesterday, but it takes 24 hours to get the results. Vermont law enforcement officers are searching for the location of defendant Hunter Michael Dwinnell, who they say forcibly removed his electronic bracelet used to track his whereabouts. At around 4 p.m. on Tuesday, staff of the Hartford-Springfield Probation and Parole Office learned that Dwinnell tampered with his electronic anklet. Probation and parole staff responded and found Dwinnell's GPS anklet in the bushes. Attempts to contact Dwinnell have been unsuccessful. He is described by police as having fair complexion, hazel green eyes, weighing about 180 pounds, and standing 5'11". A former resident physician who was fired from Dartmouth Hitchcock Medical Center in June is now suing the hospital, saying that she was improperly dismissed for reporting concerns about a colleague and that she was acting accordingly to professional ethics standards. According to a lawsuit filed in Vermont District Court, Theresa Napick of White River Junction spent 5 years in the surgery department and has been unable to find work as a doctor, and said the only thing she was trying to do is to warn others about another resident with sloppy practices. A new study ranks Vermont in the top 10 states for smoking prevention, but says the state needs to do more. The national report says Vermont spends $4 million a year on anti-tobacco programs, falling short of the $10.4 million recommended by the CDC. The report says in Vermont each year, 700 kids start smoking, 800 adults die from smoking, and healthcare costs of smoking top $233 million. The CDC says of the $127 million Vermont collects in tobacco settlements and taxes this year, only 3% will be spent on anti-tobacco programs. Meanwhile, tobacco companies spend nearly $17 million a year here, 4 times of what the state spends on prevention. Coming up next, we'll hear from Melissa Haas, owner of the Lemon Tree Gift Shop. Stay tuned.
The YCN News Hour continues in a moment.